Hello everybody, I am Omega Recon Gaming, and today I'll be talking about my top 5. Well, they're not really top 5, they're like shitty games, but you know, just go to the intro. Fuck it. Okay, let's start with number 5, Counter-Strike. Pretty much any of them. And let me explain why. First of all, I hate a lot of the players that play this game. Because, first of all, it's all hip fire. All hip fire. I hate hip fire. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I like aiming down the sight for a few reasons. A, it makes sense. B, well, yeah, it's logical. It makes sense. And it's what people do. You know, when professionals or, or or whatever, they're gonna fucking aim down the sight to make sure they actually hit. I'm just gonna spray everywhere. No. No. That's not what they're gonna do, because then you're gonna hit civilians. They aim to make sure they hit someone. I mean, they hit the person they want to hit, not civilians. Okay. Alright then. But yeah, I mean, all that other. I mean, people complain about Call of Duty being the same thing. Counter-Strike is the exact same thing. Every single time. Every single time. But there's one difference. Call of Duty gives new features. Actually, there's a few differences. They got a fucking campaign. An interesting one. But they have one. Counter-Strike doesn't have one as far as I know. I mean, I haven't played all the Counter-Strike games, but, you know, I've seen enough to see. Pretty sure that there's not. And even in the spin-off, Tactical Interventions was more interesting than frickin', the other Counter-Strike games. It's, let's go on to the next one. Talk about number 4, Payday 2. Now, on record, I've said that I've liked this game. This was, of course, before the fact that I got GTA 5 for the PC online, and I played the heists, which are great. Which made me realize when I then went back to play Payday 2 again, it sucks. It sucks balls. Why does it suck? Actually, there's many reasons I can go into. AI are retarded. The developers treat the people who play this game like shit. You know what I mean by that? They chop and chop and chop and chop and chop and chop and chop 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 in little pieces. Oh, you want this game? Hold on, we're not done. What? We're not done. Oh, we're still not done. We're still, hold on. Oh, okay, here's the game. Wait, one more. They chopped this game into so many freaking pieces. The last time I counted, there was above 30 DLC, paid DLC. That's bullshit. 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 This game, when I got it, I think I got it at $40. It was either that or 20. Maybe it was on sale. I can't even believe it. There's more problems with this game, but let me continue further. The weapons you get. Okay, this is supposed to be a stealth game where some of it you can take it with stealth, right? You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's really funny? All the snipers are in DLC packs. A stealthy weapon. That is unacceptable. When I think of a stealth game, besides Metal Gear Solid, but I don't like Metal Gear Solid because it's Snake Eater. Previous videos, check them out to find out my reason why. But at least that game had a silenced pistol, which this game does have pistols. It has a lot of pistols, some of which you can get silencers, a lot of which you can get silencers for. But oh, there's another annoying feature. Let's say I want a weapon but different, mods. I have to earn a mod over and 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 over because it counts for a piece. Let's say I earned a better clip, right? Okay, I want it for this weapon, and but I want different sights because I like both of these sights. In case, one time I just want to switch out and pick a different one. Okay. Okay, I clipped the sight. Okay, go to the next one, and it's 0. Where's my clip? I just put it on the other one. It's the exact same weapon. Are you telling? So what I did is I had to get the exact same thing, but it took me, and you can't even pick. You can't even pick. It is randomly generated. Randomly generated. Basically, that means you can receive. Oh, and at the end, there's like that random thing that will give you how you'll pick. And that's even more randomness. You could get a mask or paint or something you already have. Yeah. Oh, and this game was only fun with mods. Only fun you'll have. You won't have fun any other ways. If you have fun with this game, it is GTA heists. That's all it is. It's You see, the difference between this game and GTA is that is only one part of GTA, and that game's amazing, but it's got a whole lot more, and this is all Payday 2 is. That's it. And they're still releasing DLC for this game. There's grenades. Fucking grenades are DLC. There is no default grenade. You have to buy a grenade. You have to buy a minigun. You have to buy a flamethrower. You have to buy LMGs. The entire LMG class? Nope, you have to buy all of them. Oh, and you know what's the kicker? You know what the fucking kicker is? The game. Well, my main problem is with all the DLCs. You'll probably spend like $200, and if there was a season pass, I could understand where you get it over. But then you just have to keep buying the DLC and buying the DLC and buying the DLC and keep going and keep going. Why not just give you the fucking game, charge you $200 upfront, release the whole game? But no, this is a game from like what, 2012? I don't know. Hold on. Let me go in record and let me show you how many DLC this game has currently. Hold on. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We've already hit 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36, 30, 36, 36, 36. Yeah. Alright, let's see what the most current one is. Most current, September 10th, 2015. That's a month ago. And when was this game released? Store page says... Let's see. August 13th, 2013. Do you have anything to say? I don't. Move on. Number 3. You all knew this was coming. You all knew. You all knew. You already know what game this is. If you haven't guessed, I've already done, let's see, a video and a live stream on it. Don't know which one it is? Well, The Hunter. You already know. You already know why I don't like this game. You already fucking know. You have to get... And for people who don't, and they don't want to go watch the video, who do, because I know it's a long video. I had trouble sitting through it myself, but I wanted to show you just how obnoxious it was to fucking find something. Because I knew someone was going to go out there and play the game and say, oh, he probably just cut and... Because if I cut and skipped it, you would have said, huh, doesn't take that long. I wanted to show you how obnoxious it was. Show my insanity when I was playing that game. The hunting sucks balls. I'll repeat myself. The hunting sucks balls in a hunting game. If that is the problem, then you have failed to make a game. You have failed. And you know what's funny? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You gotta pay for licenses in the game to hunt animals. Okay, yeah, that's real accurate to real life. Bullshit. Bullshit. There's no gun license. You get the fucking... See, that would have made more sense to me. That would have made more sense. But a hunting license for each animal that expires. Fuck that. But you can pay for this kind of... You can pay for in-game money so you can get the licenses that expire. Fuck that is bullshit. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. It 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 drives new people away. Why do you want to do that? And if people are gonna go with the bullshit, it's the server's problem. Okay, well that guy told me that the server, well there's dough, and even confirms in the game that there's dough near the logger's point. And I did a video showing at me at logger's point. sitting there, going around, walking around, waiting for some of the. And then I went and showed you the tutorials, showing you that I was doing everything right. Those are the things you don't need hunting for. The deer are the things you do not need a license for. Some of them. Okay. You're gonna make this obnoxious? Fine. I won't play your fucking game. Number two. You've seen me play this as well. Hyper Fighters. If you haven't, go watch the review, but I will briefly go over it for the people who do not wish to sit through it. Because it is hard. Believe me, it is hard to sit through. It's even harder to play than to sit through. And I had to do both. I had to do both. People say Sonic Freeriders is bad. People say Sonic Unleashed is bad. People say Sonic... Okay, well, Sonic 06 is bad. But there's reasons behind it. And they don't have reasons why Sonic Freeriders is... Sonic Freeriders is a good game, you just gotta calibrate it right. And fucking Sonic Unleashed is pretty good. I think it was a good spin to the series. But you can't tell me. You can't tell me that Hyper Fighters is a good game. You can't do it. You can't do it because you're wrong. There's so many things that are unacceptable about this game. It's laughable. And then you just want to cry. Don't believe me? Watch the review. Textures are disgusting. They're unacceptable. Unacceptable. Do you know when that game was released? 2011. 2011. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. If you do not have the talent to create a game, don't do it. Do not do it. I personally have created games before. I've done it. It's possible. I know it is possible. Whether it's a good game, it could be shit. But let me tell you something. I was probably around 10. No. 13. I was about 13 when I made that game. 6 years ago? Yeah. 6 years ago. I made 2 games, actually. And I went to 3 video game camps. 1 for 3D, 2 for 2D, and the first one was first one was to learn how to make them, and then the second one was a builder on that. You know, but and then I did the 3D cam where I discovered my love for Call of Duty, which I'm so thankful for that. I wouldn't be on Steam. I wouldn't have all the stuff I have today. My life could be completely different. But Hyper Fighters is unacceptable. It is so unacceptable. It's an on-rail shooter. There are so many other on-rail shooter games that are so much better. And then there's some that are just slightly better. But this game isn't even free. No. I got this from a friend. And I apologize to him about releasing that video, but people just have to know. They have to know. They've got to. I would be doing a disservice if I did not share how poor that game is. And he accepted my apology after that, because when I told him that people had to know, and it was a disservice to people that they could not play that game. It's just so bad. It's so unacceptable. 2011, people. Let's see. When was GTA 5 released? I have the box here. Hold on. From Xbox 360. I'm gonna go check on this, see if this is right before I lose my shit. Hold on. Two years later, this game was released. 2 years later. 2 years. This game. And this game has flying and shooting. Keep that in mind. The exact things you do in that game. Better. And this was made by Rockstar. A good company who gives a fuck most of the time. I mean, they've released some of my favorite games, like Bully Scholarship Edition. Oh, wait a minute. That game was in 2008. 3 years! 3! 3! And you've seen me play that! Just recently! I just released a new video about it. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Here's my number one. And quite frankly, the only DS game on here. Nicktoons Unite for the Nintendo DS. Now, let me give you a story. When I was a boy, I loved watching TV, just like everyone else did. You know, internet wasn't that big of a thing. Nicktoons was pretty hot with their primary shows. Fairly Odd Parents was kicking around that time, around with Jimmy Neutron. You know, they had that thing where they were like in the dimension thing. And then there was SpongeBob, who was in his prime back then. He's still going now, along with Fairly Odd Parents, which both need to die. But besides the fact, and then there was another show, Danny Phantom, which I loved as a child. Oh, such a good show. Such a good show. Such a good show. Now, I could talk about all the good and bad things about, you know, the game, but I would be sitting here all day. So let's continue with the story. There was a game coming out. I don't even think I asked for this game. My cousin bought me Nicktoons Unite for the Nintendo DS, and I was really excited because it had Danny Phantom. I was a pretty big Danny Phantom fan back then, and I stated in my NetJet review about that. But something pissed me off. The graphic. Okay, let's start going into what I hate about the game. It's not beatable. When I was a kid, I played Nicktoons Unite. I played it so hard. I was like, I was probably still in the Pokemon. I was definitely in a Pokemon back then. Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that stuff. I hadn't gotten a Call of Duty yet. Oh, so they released this game across a lot of systems. Everyone loved the GameCube one. But that one had a different storyline than the one for the Nintendo DS. I hate this game. I hate it. I hate it from the bottom of my heart. And I don't get angry about things too much. This game brought out my inner rage. Like, I mean, Unleashed got me angry at when I couldn't get through certain parts of the game. Like, there was a 60 button mash thing. Yeah, that made me angry, but I passed it like my first try. Barely. Barely. But this game is unbeatable. There are no walkthroughs past Plankton. I got stuck on the Plankton as a boss. Nobody can. I have not seen any footage past Plankton. So, this is the game that I threw out the window. I was so angry about this game, I threw it out the window, and I my mother heard something heard that I didn't throw my DS out there, no. But that would explain the hinge breaking. Both of my hinges on my DS Lite. No. They broke for other reasons, but so I had Nicktoons Unite, and then I threw it out the window out of complete frustration after I couldn't beat Plankton. I went outside, picked it up, and I was like, alright, give it another shot. So, I gave it my big secondary shot like I did Fractured Space and some other games, right? I couldn't beat it. So, the next logical step was I called my best friend Matt over. So, he comes over, and I was like, Matt, and I'm in the middle, and I'm trying to beat Plankton, and then I die, and I'm like, Matt, please help me beat this. Please. He's like, okay, how do you play? I was like, okay. So we started a new game file so he could learn the basics, like the first world. And then I cut him to the next, then we cut, so he was managed to get through the first world. So then we went on to later, right? And all the mini games I would beat, those mini games, fuck those mini games. I mean, they're not obnoxious, but they're just stupid. And some of them are harder than others. But some of the characters are absolutely useless. Timmy is absolutely useless. Absolutely. He hides. That's it. Fuck that stealth. They could have done something amazing with Timmy. They made him hide in a bush. Oh, that's great. He's got two magical fairy godparents. They can pretty much do anything except kill things. Okay. And hiding in a bush was the best weapon you could think to give him. Couldn't give him a magical wand to use. Couldn't give him magical blasts. No. You gave him bush. Hide in bush. Come to think, there are 2 sections that I came across where I had to do this. And it's automatic fail if they spot you. Timmy does have powers, but you gotta charge up for those. And the wands are scarce. Like Danny's energy blast, Jimmy's stuff, and SpongeBob stuff are easier to find. But fucking Timmy's are fucking far in between. You will be lucky if you find any at all. I don't even know what Timmy's special was. And there's even a special when it was like a circle pad where you had to where you had to do this. You had to do a circle around the character that you want. You could to select the character, hold and drag. Each of them had their own health bar, which I did like, which helped me get through some parts of the game. And when I needed someone to heal, I would switch out until when I can get someone to help. I would switch him back in. Like Danny, I would primarily use because I liked him. Jimmy, I would use if I was trying to platform. If I needed to wall jump, I would choose Danny. Or shoot enemies, I would choose Danny. Very rarely would I choose anyone else. When I wanted to land from somewhere, you take damage, so I choose SpongeBob with his pants to use as a parachute. Uses his underwear as a parachute. Also, he can use a bubble as a lifting device, as well as Jimmy can do that too. And whatever. Jimmy has a shrink device. SpongeBob has bubbles. Timmy has his godparents in the power of the bush. And Danny has his ghost powers. Now, Danny was the coolest person and the reason I played that game. Besides, I did watch some of the other shows, some of them when I had nothing better to do, but oh my god, did I hate this game. I couldn't beat it. I think when I looked up later again online, I did find out that I think someone beat it, but they could have been lying. It's the internet, you never know. But video evidence, I have not seen that someone has beaten this game. For the Nintendo DS, anyway. Now, when I was a kid, when I was pretty good at video games, like, I'm not, the best around. Nobody's gonna ever take me. But, yeah. So, when I was a kid, I bought myself an action replay. Now, this thing takes a game into the top, and there's also a plug where I can plug in so I can download the codes, right? And this is for thousands of games. So I'm like, when I got frustrated with Nicktoons Unite, I was like, that's it. I have to use it. I have to use it. I didn't want to have to do it, but I have to use it. You know what? I couldn't get this game, I couldn't get the thing to work the first time. The second time I returned, the first time I couldn't get it to work, so I returned it. The second time I tried to give it another shot, it didn't work. Third time, which was that time, I got another one. And this is it. This is the third one. The first one I think I threw out the window. The second time I got it. I bought it with my own money and returned it. The third time, here we are. So this isn't licensed by Nintendo, but it's got that little DS thing at the bottom, so we can hook right up. This does not work for the 3DS. It only works to the DSi. So basically, it would come up with a bunch of games, and you have to put in a lot of the codes for the games, like Pokemon. If I wanted a certain Pokemon, I had to get a code off online and put it into the DS, and then then when I booted up the game, I had to select it, and then blah blah blah. Like this was for New Super Mario Bros. It did this, Pokemon it did this, and this is how I got certain Pokemon, and like I think this worked up through White. This worked through Pokemon White, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I dropped it. So, hold on. So naturally, I'm like, okay, I think it's time to bring out the action replay. So, how disappointed was I when I found there were no codes? No codes in the fucking website. I was devastated. I tried, and then I gave the game some more shots, and I couldn't beat it. I gave up, and I went to GameStop, and I was like, with my best friend, and I was like, Matt, I can't beat this game. I can't beat it. I tried for so long. This is the first game I haven't beaten. It was so sad. I couldn't beat the game. I tried so hard. I gave it to friends. It's so sad. I couldn't beat this game, and it's so a shame because, you know, I love Danny Phantom. I wanted to see how the game ends, and I can't find out because nobody can beat the game. They say the internet's the best source, but the internet can't find me. Nobody's playing the game because nobody likes it. I don't know how the game ends. I sold it to Best Buy for $1. I'm not at Best Buy. I sold it back to GameStop for $1, I think, even if that. Along with a bunch of other games that I never played anymore. And that's my story about Nicktoons Unite. Some of the characters suck. The boss battles are hard as shit. Plankton cheats. He fucking cheats. I got him to the last stage and I couldn't beat him. He's a cheap little bastard. You can't beat him. You can't do it. You can't do it. I would like to see the completionist try and beat this game because if they could even. Oh god. I mean, maybe there's something I'm missing. Fuck. I was so sad the day I had to turn in a game because that was the first day I ever gave up on a video game. I hated that game from the bottom of my heart, and I could not stand to look at it anymore. I threw it out the window. I've done what I could. Nothing could ever change how much I hate that game. That is the worst game I have ever played. That is my Sonic 06. That is my, well, I like Sonic Free Rider, so, but that is my Bugsy 3D. That is my Crazy Bus. That is my worst game of all time. I hate this game. I hate all those games that I just mentioned. It just puts me in a bad mood just thinking about it, so. Those are some games that don't get. Ever. Especially Nicktoons Unite. You will be unhappy if you do. I promise you. For the DS, you'll be unhappy. I don't know for the other systems. They could have been fucking great games. But for the DS, don't bother. Do not bother. I promise you, if you see it for $1, walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Please. Please, 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 please. You will be so unhappy if you pick it up. You will not beat it. You will not beat it. I tried. I tried so hard. There is no cheat codes. There is nothing. There are no walkthroughs. So I couldn't even find out how to beat it. Because nobody has done it. Or has video proof that they've done it. Maybe someone picked it up recently and done it. I don't know. Maybe I'll go look that up after this video, but I highly doubt it. This game is and all these 5 games are shit. Never play them. Don't, and make sure you check out all my other videos. I hate playing bad games, but I love playing good games. Doesn't everyone love to play a good game? Unless you're masochistic and you like playing bad games, but I mean, some YouTubers make their living off of playing bad games. They just put me in a bad mood and they just make me angry. And you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'll see you guys next time. I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed that video, consider clicking that subscribe button down there. It always helps, you know. I want to get as many people as I can. Also leave a like and or a comment down below. I will answer your question as soon as I can. You know, also don't be afraid to click on my link also below for my Twitter and for Free Ride Gaming, the company that always supports gaming to the best level and is very friendly. I also want to thank my friend Callie Gold. Will also be linked in the description. I want to thank him for creating helping me out with my intro and outro. Thanks, buddy, and I definitely recommend you guys go check him out. The link will be below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.